Boom. Boom, we're live, guys. Welcome to another traffic training. My name is Fabian Cordova and welcome. I'm going to be talking today about how you're going to start defining your audiences in order to launch your first successful Facebook ad campaigns. For starters, I broke down the three main most important things that you need to understand in order to have the basics and then move forward with the strategy that I'm going to be, well, it's more of a formula because this is just basically a rinse and repeat on how to get started with your first Facebook ads campaigns, or just have a structure within your current business in order for you to always look for new audiences. So let's get started. So basically, how do you define your testing audiences? And the first thing that I generally start with, it's basically the audience size. It's super important that you guys have clear that the audience size is by far the most important thing that you need to focus on, because that will basically allow the scalability of what you're looking for to occur or not happen. And I just basically broke down the three most important steps that we can talk about, which is starting almost with an audience that is 1 million plus. That's like the best way that you can also start looking. Of course, broad audiences, of course, the bigger the better. Why? Because you can find more pockets within that specific audience and keep profiting each and every single time. The broader the interest, the easier for you will be to compete against all the different marketers that are out there. We have over 7 million Facebook advertisers, so just take that into consideration. Also, of course, I understand that some of you will have, local businesses. Also, some of you that will do the research strategy that I talked about in past trainings using audience insights, and you're going to be looking for small but really targeted interests that you can actually bundle together. And the only thing that you just have to really do, which is really, really important, is that if you have small audiences, you just have to cycle the creatives fast, because if not, the same ad is going to be shown to the exact amount of people many, many times, and people are just not going to be, paying attention to your advertisement. So that's really important. If you have broader interests, you don't have to worry about it as much as if you were having smaller interests or bundled together, because you will have to need to refresh the creatives. It's super important so people don't get bored with your advertising. That's why we also do storytelling marketing, so people can definitely see that you're just not the average marketer. Okay? So audience size, really, really important. Again, what are we actually doing when we're testing new audiences? We're only focusing in cold traffic, which is basically the people that don't have an idea who you are, what have you done, like even if you exist. So by using interests, behaviors, and demographics, you can basically leverage those audiences within the Facebook algorithm to profit from there, okay? And I just set some examples here of some interests. For example, if we were selling fashion accessories, you can use fashion accessories, or if I was just selling a dress, I will use this interest, fashion accessories, because it's huge. I can also use online shopping, which is a huge interest that also is really good for selling. Behaviors, you can use one that it's called engaged shoppers, which is really good. I'm just gonna write this down so people can take note. Online shopping is really powerful. Engaged shoppers is really powerful too. So just go ahead to remember those. And for example, demographics, you can decide if people, if you want to target married people, or if you want to target single people, or you want to target divorced people. It depending on the demographics. If you went to a specific. Let me just pause for a second, because I think I'm just rushing into things. But the best way that I can really show you is just show you immediately what's the best way that we can use this directly implemented on Facebook advertising. But before going here, if you are liking all this information, if you're finding it valuable, please go schedule a call to sebastiangomezmentoring.com. It's one of a lifetime opportunity. Just go there. We really know that we can help you, and we can break all this information down for you to help you get faster results. Okay? So let me just do this real quick. Again, I just went top left corner, Ad Manager, and I got here on the detailed targeting. Let me just get closer here. You're going to be able to click here, browse. So I talked about demographic, interests, and behaviors, and these are basically how you're going to select them. If you go to demographics, for example, you're going to see education, financial, live events, parentship, relationships. So for example, if you go here and you open relationship status, you're going to see civil union, complicated, whatever that means, divorce, domestic partnership, engaged in a relationship, married, open relationship, separated, single, etc. So this is just like basically leveraging the Facebook platform itself, okay? So we can do, for example, education. If you have any specific fields of study, if you have went to a specific school, okay? But let's go more into subject with the example that I was talking about, which is basically, fashion, right? So if you go here on interest, you're going to see business industry, entertainment, family and relationship, fitness and wellness, food and drink, hobbies and activities, shopping and fashion, sports and outdoors, and technology. So let's do shopping and fashion breakdown. Okay, so you're going to see beauty, clothing, fashion accessories, shopping. That's just fashion accessories, boom. So they're basically breaking every single thing down for you for just look for those top interests within what you're really looking for. Let's go to behaviors. Behaviors, it's really cool because, for example, you can target people within a specific anniversary, any consumer classification that I really like, if they're like within any specific country or region. Also, something that I like, it's digital activities, and basically that you can filter people that has use a payment for within 30 days, 90 days, people that have average spend time here. And what I really like about all this stuff, it's the fact that we can really use it with a specific example. And let me just show you real quick. So we're back to this page, and let's say that we want to type, fashion accessories. Let's see, fashion accessories. Okay, boom. So fashion accessories within the US, it's a huge interest. I'm talking about, it's huge. Over here in the US, it's 160 million people, right? And here's a tip for you. If you're looking for really similar interests that you can target, it's just, for example, just go here and you hit suggestions. Boom, what's going to happen? Facebook is going to take this as a seed interest, and they're going to look for specific audiences that might work for you. So for example, if I'm selling a dress, I will select fashion accessories, engaged shoppers, for example, shopping and fashion, let's say dresses. I will look for, there's one that I really like that it's, women's clothing. Let me look for it because it's really, really powerful in this specific case. Women's clothing right here. Boom, click it. And what you're actually doing is just finding all those huge, broad interests that you might be, using for testing for those specific, let's say backless dress, let's say boutiques. So at the end of the day, you have all this information here, and you can see, the audience size specifically worldwide. But at the end of the day, everything's going to be here. So all this interest add up to 190 million targeted people. So this means that you can target all those people. But really important to mention, guys, you don't have to target all of them together. So this is why I wanted to take you guys through step number 2, so you can start finding within your specific audiences and avatar research based on all the trainings that we've done. You have to go and start looking one by one. And what I really mean, it's just like create a spreadsheet or a document with all this interest and their audience size within your specific targeting. If it's in the US, if it's in Canada, if it's in UK, if it's in Australia, if it's in France, if it's in Latin America, it doesn't matter. Just go and have this as a best standard practice within your business to go and do research on your avatar, on your region, so you can understand what are the type of audiences you can start playing with, okay? So once you have that, you create a spreadsheet, and this is how I have this 10x testing formula. And I'm going to go in depth on this tomorrow. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys understood how do we take into consideration the audience size, and the reason why the audience size is really important, the reason why we're starting with call traffic, leveraging interests, behaviors, and demographics using the Facebook algorithm, and how we take this into consideration to launch our first Facebook ads campaigns, okay? So let me just give you like a little teaser for tomorrow's training, just because I really want to get this, out there. You just have to, for example, from all the lists that I have for at minimum of 10 that I just created, and those are the 10 interests that I'm going to be using in the 10x testing formula tomorrow. So I'm going to be doing this, testing one interest separately at a time, and I'm going to teach you how that tomorrow. So if you have any question, if you are really finding all this information valuable, just go in the comments, just let us know what you think. And if you're finding all this information valuable, again, go to sebastiangomezmentoring.com. It's just, go there, watch the video. If you like what you're seeing, just schedule a call. We just get together in a phone call, let me understand how can we help you, and let's just get you started immediately with traffic. And if you're finding all this information valuable, again, we appreciate your feedback. Actually, you're the reason why we're actually doing this, because we really want to care. And even though this is free training, I strongly recommend, if you implement everything that we've been through till today, I know you can make money, and you can make a bunch of money if you just take action. Even if you implement 50% of what I'm just giving away for free. This is something that changed my life. This is something that I apply in my business till this day, and this is what I also do to help others achieve their fulfillment within their businesses, guys. So just thank you so much. Again, please remember this term, 10x testing formula, because that's the way that we're going to start implementing all of our Facebook advertisement campaigns and get you to the place you want to be, guys. My name is Fabian Cordova. Thank you so much for your time today, and see you in our next traffic training. See you guys. Peace.